It's 10 p.m. You've finally gotten the kids to bed after a full day of work and appointments, helping with homework, managing meltdowns, and you finally have a moment to yourself. You start to feel that tension creep into your neck or that headache that never seems to go away. And the most frustrating part is that even though you're completely exhausted, you know tonight is going to be tough to sleep. And when this happens day after day, it weighs on you as a parent. We see so many parents in our office who are putting their child's health first, as I do myself as a parent. However, if your child experiences chronic health challenges while you're putting your child's health first is what they need, it also wears you down more than ever. And what we're going to discuss in this video is not only that putting their health first wears on you, but it actually affects their ability to heal and thrive too. Because as the parent, yes, you're doing all the research find the best specialist for them. You're the one bringing them to all their therapy appointments. You're managing their dietary restrictions, and you're trying to keep some level of sanity amongst the house. However, one of the most critical overlooked pieces when it comes to helping your child thrive and really get better is that they are regulating off of you. So in this video, we're going to talk about that burnout, whether you're a mom or you're a dad. We know you're giving it all, and odds are your energy has started to come down. Your adrenals are fatiguing. Maybe you are finding a moment for a meditation app, or you do your essential oils before bed. You try to get a little bit of nutrition in, and it's not enough because even if you're taking the perfect supplements, you wake up in the morning needing caffeine to get started. You need the midday latte to keep you going, and you find yourself dragging. This was definitely the case for Erin. She is in her early 40s, and she was bringing her boys to see us for quite a while. Kindergartner, preschooler, and they took a lot of energy. And mom found that, hey, I need to give myself some support. She started using our office with our neurologically based adjustment. She noticed her mental health improving. She noticed better clarity, her energy starting to perk up, and she noticed that her therapy sessions could not just be like a ranting session, but actually start to make progress. However, even though she was noticing these changes in good direction with her health, as life does, it gets busy. And suddenly, it'd been a few months before she was really in on any sort of regular basis. And she comes to me and she goes, Dr. Tye, all right, I know these last few months I haven't been in much, but I'm coming back now because what I noticed is yes, I was doing well when I was coming consistently. And this longer stretch, life is still coming at me. And I've been going to my therapist. They actually did this safe and sound protocol with me, which is supposed to help clear out stress. But it hasn't had the impact that these neurological adjustments have had. So I want to start coming in regularly because I know that has made the biggest difference in my life. And what that means for you as a parent is that, yes, you do want to put your kids first because we all do that as parents. However, what happens is if your nervous system is run down and stressed, it is going to be what your child's nervous system reflects off of. And what happens is as a kiddo is developing, they're constantly looking around the world. They're trying to assess how to interact with the world, how to behave, how to make friends, how to get what they want, how to share, how to love, how to do all these things. And they do so through what are called mirror neurons. And you've maybe heard this term when it is most related to a child when they're first, say, learning how to eat. They're sitting in their high chair and they're watching, like, oh, you pick this up and you bring it to your mouth. I see you doing that, mom, dad, older sibling. And they're mirroring how to smile, how to frown, how to create facial expressions. They're mirroring their world because they're learning from their world. Now, at a deeper level, they're also picking up how to respond to things. If there's a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, they start to integrate that into their nervous system. If there's more joy or openness and expression, gratitude, they pick that up in their nervous system as well. And I know for myself as a dad, I have plenty of ups and downs. There's times where I get short tempered. I'm like, oh, why did I have to not act as the way I wanted to with my son? And I look back and say, all right, I'm going to keep focusing. I'm going to try better next time. Try better next time. That's a common parent mantra. And what I find for myself is that the more regulated my nervous system is, the better I can handle the stress coming at me. And this is what we specialize in our office, is finding if a nervous system is stuck in sympathetic dominance. That's the fight flight mode, the go go go, the gas pedal of always going, always doing, always being busy. If a nervous system is stuck in that mode, it starts to drain our energy. Our sleep gets thrown off, our digestion gets bogged down, and our immune system becomes weak. We start to notice fluctuations in hormones and imbalances that create a body that now becomes out of balance. So, whether it's energy, mood, focus, all these things start to suffer. If the nervous system's stuck in stress, it can never go into healing and recovery mode. This is what Erin shared with you before, is that once she started getting adjusted, we started activating the brake pedal, which starts to shift the nervous system from stress mode into healing mode. That is why sleep improved for her, mood improved, focus improved, energy improved, because activating the brake pedal gives the body the chance to recover and get out of chronic stuck stress. What this has to do with your kiddo then is, we've talked about this mirroring system. So step one is it now allows your child to see you a little more vibrant, a little more peppy, a little more energized. And now when they are integrating that into their own nervous system and reflecting what they see in the world, they get to start to reflect better health, better vibrancy, better energy, better mood. And then the other piece is it gives you a little breathing room. Again, if we're tired, if I'm been going strong all day long, I get home at the end of the day, it's a little easier for me to be short and not the way I want to be as a parent. So by taking care of your nervous system, you start to create this bandwidth and this space and this ability to now open up to handle a meltdown a little bit easier. Or if things don't go quite right to get out the day in the morning, you have a little bandwidth to still recover and let the rest of the day go easier. So by giving yourself space and breathing room, it allows you to have that ability to be more loving and more caring and be the parent that you want to be. So that is why we're here for you. What we find is when a parent is getting adjusted, there are actually 6 main benefits. I have them written down here. But number one, reduced stress and anxiety. Getting out of fight flight and into brake pedal mode takes the edge off of the nervous system. Number two, then, as a result, is when the nervous system is less stressed, it goes into sleep mode. So we see over and over again, not with just with the kiddos that we work with, but with the parents as well, is that it's easier to fall asleep, easier to stay asleep. When that happens, you wake up much more rested to start the next day. One of the reasons this is the gas pedal mode activates stress, while the brake pedal mode, it's something called the vagus nerve, is the majority of the braking system. This is something that we specialize in our office, is finding if the vagus nerve is off track. We help to activate the vagus nerve. It comes from the brainstem in the upper neck here. So if that area of the nervous system is off, by giving very gentle adjustments up top, we start to make the vagus nerve come online and activate that braking system. The next piece then is when the nervous system isn't worried about getting everything done or having to feel that like frantic, frenetic energy, we see mental clarity and focus start to come online, because now your brain can take a breath, take a pause, assess the situation, and feel like you're present with what needs to be done. Number four is pain relief and muscle tension relief. A lot of times people associate chiropractic with just number four. And in some of the more traditional models where it's just affecting the bones that are out of place, that can be the major benefit. And how we look at things in our office is that tension that always sits there, the tightness that never can be released no matter how much you try to rub out the knot or how many massages you get. If that tension is always creeping in, it's often because your brain is using your nervous system to tell you to be in a stressed state. And stressed muscles They don't want to relax. So by regulating your nervous system, it allows muscles to release and relax as well. With that, benefit number 5 is boosted energy and more resilience. If you're getting good sleep at night, if you're not wasting your energy being stuck in stress all day long, it gives you extra energy at the end of the day, and it gives you that resiliency just to not to be so reactive and on edge to everything. And then, of course, benefit number 6 is what we've talked about earlier in this video, is that hidden healing boost for your child, because they are constantly looking to the ones around them to regulate off of. Parents and caregivers are the number one source of connection for most children, and they are looking to you to see how to behave and interact in the world, and they're looking for you for that safety, for that love, for that hug, for that touch to calm and ground them. And if you're in a calm and grounded state, you can help them that much better. So as I wrap up this video, if that interests you, if you're looking for ways to support your nervous system to not only help you, but help your child as well, please reach out. There are a set of 3 neurological scans that we do in our office that help us get an overall understanding of where your nervous system's at, what level of stress mode it might be stuck in, and then also help us to see a stress impacting something like your muscle tension, your muscle system more than another, or maybe it's impacting organs and glands that do affect things like thyroid, digestion, adrenals, ovaries and uterus, hormonal balance as well. So we're here to help give your body the best resources to be the best version of you. Talk to you soon.